2.
Hey, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We are back to, we've only got 30 minutes left in this show. I was not going to get myself buried in this totally, but I wanted to. That last video was on Twitter, and I wanted to let you know that that was put together by a group called Now This. Okay, Now This has a website, nowthis.com. Go check it out. Nowthis.com, okay, is the website, all right? And you could see there's going to be a lot put into today the kind of people that are supporting these kids and backing these kids. And, you know, that's why I had my serious opening. Amanda, in your spare time, I know I'm about to get in trouble because in your spare time, you want to frame this up, what you see going on, or do you have anything? Because I know you always check out some of the more popular conservative websites. I think you do that. So do you have anything this morning?
I do. You know, I did not actually keep up with this.
Now wait a minute, can we try that other camera, or are we not going to? Can we try it? Don't get a, I mean, do you not want to? If you don't want to, we don't have to.
Skip it for today. I need to fix it.
I don't know what that means.
We'll skip it for today. I need to fix it.
Okay, all right.
So with this Emma Gonzalez girl, and just watching that speech, she is nervous. I'm you know how you are when you're that young, and when you have to sit out. And whenever I started school, I went to school for psychology at first, and we would have to make speeches like that during class, and like in front of 70-something people. And I remember just gasping and feeling amped up like that. This kid is so amped up, and these people are taking, just from reading a little bit about her, obviously she's gay.
Whoa, pump the brake.
No, she is. She's an open lesbian.
Oh,
read online. No. It is a fact. This is a fact.
She's open. So Sinead O'Connor there.
She is openly gay. I don't know how open, but evidently, I mean, she's pro, LGBT community, LGBTQ, whatever they are now. And she, in her young little mind here, you've got to think that these people are taking, her ideas, and that she's thinking, she's already threatened because she feels like, with our Republican president, she can't be free, to love who she wants to love. So they're going to take these little pieces like that and turn it into, her tragedy of this gun violence that happened in her school. She's already fired up about it. And so she's on fire. Like, she's just loud. She's obnoxious to me. That's my personal opinion. But she's so fired up. Like, they find these kids and put these ideas in their head.
So all right. Well, now you're on a good roll there. So you feel there could be other reasons she does not like the president?
Absolutely. She's biased.
She was prepared not to like the president and give that speech. What's interesting is, how did the school find her? Now, I'm not saying the school is behind these kids, but how did some of these liberal, probably, administrators find her and say, this is who we need to put in front of the camera? It's interesting, isn't it?
It is. And, she's so young, and what she, unexperienced, and what she's not taking into consideration, that these people that she's following are just so hypocritical. You want to throw off on the NRA. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. You don't have to own a gun. You don't have to agree with guns. Whatever. But that's in our Constitution. That is our Second Amendment right to protect ourselves and our families from other people and our government. And, you know, she doesn't understand, you know, hey, you know, me as a conservative, I could go off and throw off on Planned Parenthood, kills 887 babies a day, but that's okay. The NRA accepts no money from taxpayers. Planned Parenthood, guess how much they get? $500 million a year.
I don't want to interrupt you.
You know, I could go on and on with this girl. You know, but she's, you know, I'm just not the type of person. They you know, they picked a perfect person. She's loud. She's obnoxious. She's the perfect person for this.
Well,
she's getting her ideas out there, and that is just, you know, that's great for them. Great for the left.
Well, I think your point is very valid that she, you know, the NRA is not forcing anybody to send a membership in.
Right.
And the federal government does not give the NRA any money whatsoever.
Yeah, but she wants to throw off that Trump gave them $30 million.
No, okay. The NRA gave Trump $30 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, is you're 100% right with but then we have Planned Parenthood, which kills, in my book, hundreds of thousands that our government actually supports.
887 babies a day.
How many?
887. One every 90 seconds during opening hours.
But the NRA is a badge of disgrace.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have anything else? That was pretty good.
You know, and like I was saying, they see, okay, she's already got this personal vendetta against Trump, you know, because the left wants these little people to believe, you know, hey, they point these people out like she is for the LGBT community, she's gonna hate Trump. You know, like they pick these people and they premeditate this and they get them so amped up because you have to think, like, imagine you feeling that you could not legally love the person that you want to. Of course you're going to be fired up already. She's biased. She's a biased little child that they gave a microphone. And it's sad. You know, she's not getting the full story. She's not sitting back and listening to all sides like people should.
Okay. Anything else besides that subject? I got to reel you in just a little bit. I mean, that was very good. I'm okay with that. But, all right, take a break there, okay? Slow your roll. Just slow down a little bit. Take a deep breath. Very good. Point well taken. All right, folks, the Russian investigation, all of the Russians that Mueller's special counsel indicted, trolling you, the voter, on the internet. You know, let me just say this, and we don't have time to break this down, but the indictments on Mueller, always remember, let's stay with the main thing is the main thing, right? What's the main thing? The main thing. They will not stop until they impeach Donald Trump. Now, sadly, 17 kids gave their life, okay, to further the cause to impeach Donald J. Trump as President of the United States, whether you like that comment or not, okay? Now, this young lady, Gonzalez, okay? This young man, Cameron Kasky, okay? This young man, David Hogue. These young people, the Obama kids, are set up for 2018. These kids will go all the way, okay, to 2018. And my question is, how many Republicans will cave? Why will background checks solve this? Why? What makes you think the deeper the background check will solve this problem of somebody walking in mentally ill and shooting this. Why do you think that this will just solve everything? Why do you think regulations on guns will solve everything? Why are we led to believe a society without guns is a better society to live in? Why are they doing that to us? Why? Why is the government wanting our firearms? If you look around, you better pay attention. You've turned the United States of America totally into a military state. And we can go into that at a different day at a different time. Okay? But that's the question. Why? Okay? Mental illness. I told you last week I'm concerned with the subject of mental illness and what they will determine being mental illness. I'm concerned about it. I'm concerned on how many Republicans will cave and find it to be the best time to change gun laws in this country. Because see, that young lady did not know that a bump stock will turn a gun into from semi-automatic to full automatic rifle. She didn't know that. Somebody wrote that for her. The Russian investigation, the determination, and what is taking place in Parkland, don't forget, it always funnels down to impeach Donald Trump. The very first act, which you may think that I'm wrong on this, okay? The very first act that the new Congress after the midterms will do, if elected, is impeach Donald J. Trump. First thing they will do, if elected, is send up the articles of impeachment. They've got to get rid of this guy. The deep state, the media, I don't even like to go over that and over that. Mueller, the Russian indictments, sure, they're going to show up any day, the Russians, so they can be charged, right? And then trolling. Folks, you're going to hear that the Russians, first of all, Facebook, Twitter, all right, all the social media sites, they want your money worldwide. They're not going to turn your money down. We have corporations for years that have done business in companies that have sanctions, all right? All we keep hearing is Trump will not put sanctions on Russia. He's accepting them, okay, trying to destroy our democracy, okay? Destroy our democracy. That's all you hear. Folks, let's just start with Woodrow Wilson. We're going to go right to Woodrow Wilson. The Russians did not try to destroy our democracy. We've allowed that to be destroyed over a period of 70 years. This is not brand new. This is not the 2016 election. Now, the Russians are winning right now because they got a special counsel appointed. They got 7-day-a-week, 24-hour news cycle. Trump is right. The Russians are laughing their ass off at us, okay? They are causing so much, okay, discontent in this country, so much right now. But don't think for 1 minute that Facebook does not want millions of dollars, that Twitter, they want the money when you have these sponsored ads. You can go on there right now. Now, let me just tell you something. I get tired of hearing trolling. It's interesting that the Russians knew, okay? It's interesting that the Russians knew, okay, to focus in on Michigan and Wisconsin, but Hillary Clinton did not. Trolling. Don't you know why? I mean, you got to be careful. We got the Constitution here. You're going to got to be careful what we do with all of these things going on. You take this kid. It was on his YouTube channel. He had a Snapchat picture of guns. He made comments. All right? The FBI missed this. How many times has the FBI missed things We can go on and do a whole show about that. Why can we not call out the FBI in this? When she says, hey, I don't want you to hear FBI. Yeah, you know what? Maybe the FBI could have investigated this a little further. But the point being is trolling. Now, if you're wondering, and don't take this wrong, if you're wondering how, okay, the internet knows you like those shoes or you like certain websites, okay? If you get a notice, if you go somewhere and a website says, this is unsafe, don't open this website, but then a minute later, you get an email that says, we can keep your internet secure, and you haven't caught on that that's trolling. When you go to all of your conservative sites, liberal sites, wherever you go, there are programs that pick up everywhere you go and they troll and follow you. So if you think right now, if Russian companies ask Facebook to buy $1 million worth of ads, now we're talking about two campaigns that probably 1.5 billion. Remember, $1.5 billion was probably spent in this campaign. And we keep talking about a handful of millions of dollars, just a handful of millions of dollars, that's it. A couple million here and there. They know how. Your social media is not going to turn down the money. They're going to continue this. What do we do about Russia buying bots and trolling our internet? Because guess what? The rest of the world is. How come? Hey, Amanda, I got a question. When we were getting all of those emails from India, where my rich cousin died and left me $80 billion, and all I had to do was, click here. You know what I'm saying? Or the king of so-and-so. How come politicians didn't get as upset about people attacking our internet then? I don't know.
I have no idea.
But you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
They've attacked our internet. We're going to have to figure out. Now, 2 years ago, I said this on the show. I'm going to take a brief break because I want to wrap up. 2 years ago, I said this on the show. That the laws that we encounter 2 years ago from into the future, you watch and see, they will surround the internet. Internet laws are getting ready to crank up like you would not believe, including social media, freedom of speech. You better get ready. I'm your host, BKP. Take a brief break and we'll be right back. I do have a final thought I don't think you want to miss, or I hope you don't want to miss it.